Hey, what's up, everybody? Well, I just cooked supper. See if I can do this without screwing up my phone. Just nothing special. Just had a pound of ground beef, 80/20. Gotta have the fat, and spiced it up a little bit with some chili infused oil, salt and pepper, a little bit of garlic powder. I sliced up half of a fresh onion, and I used one of those bags of frozen broccoli florets. They're the kind that you're supposed to put in your microwave. They're steam fresh, but I just dumped it into the frying pan, and then I doused it with cheddar cheese. And it's just a keto meal. It's good. I can't eat it all. I'm gonna put some of it away. Tomorrow I'll heat it up in the microwave. So I'm running my first load on my own. Right now I'm in Arkansas. What's the name of this town? Little Rock, Arkansas. And this is my second day driving. Yesterday I started late, and so I drove and I looked at my mileage, what I had to go. I had to get to Laredo, Texas Friday morning. And even though I want to shut down early in the afternoon and start very early in the morning because you get better parking, but I didn't get out of the shipper until 3 o'clock yesterday in Ohio. I really had no choice. I had to run. So I ran all the way to Kentucky, Glendale, Kentucky. I got there late. There was two. It was a Pilot and a Petro. Both had a lot of spots, and I thought there'd be something, but there was nothing. And I finally found one spot, and I couldn't get back into it. Nobody else could back into it either. It was there when I first got there, and I kept driving around looking for something better, and 15 minutes later other guys had just driven past it. So I tried to back into it twice, and I kept getting out, and I couldn't do it. There was a guy across the aisle that was sticking his nose out too far, and I couldn't get set up right. So my clock was going, and I had like 4 minutes to go, and I didn't know what I was going to do. The only option, if I couldn't get in that spot, was to go down and park on the on-ramp of the highway, and I did not want to do that because you'd probably get in trouble, even though other guys were doing it. So I whipped around and nosedived right into that hole. I knew that because I was there starting late, everyone's going to get up and be gone in the morning. And sure enough, I got up at 7 and everyone was gone. So I just backed out of there. But yeah, so that was a little bit stressful with the parking. So this morning I got a reserve spot here in Little Rock. I had to pay $15, but it's a good thing because when I got here there wasn't any spots other than the few reserve spots that were left that were already called for. So, and there was one spot that I was going to back into, but as I pulled up, some guy right next to that spot was leaving, so I let him go. And I like backing, but I'd rather back when there's two holes, and so I was able to back him with two holes. I just used one, but it's less stressful when there's two slots open. So I got backed in here, took a shower, and then I came back. I'm cooking. I just cooked. I'm eating, and I'm going to get up at 5 and head. So far, I'm really loving this lifestyle. I'm really excited about it. It honestly doesn't feel like work. The only part that felt like work was the securing and the tarping, which was a couple hours. And then, I'm driving for 3 days, and then I'll take the tarps off. But everything in between, all the driving, I keep saying, man, this doesn't feel like I'm working. Now and the trip planning, I really enjoy that. I got about 700 miles to go to Laredo. Tomorrow's Thursday, and then I got Friday morning. Instead of going 500 miles tomorrow and then having to fight to get a parking spot, and also driving through Austin, Texas, San Antonio, I've decided I'm just going to drive to Waco tomorrow, which is about about halfway to Laredo. It's going to be an easy day. I'll be there by noon, 1 o'clock. I know there's going to be easy parking spots. And then I only have to take 10 hours off. So if I get there, say at 1 o'clock, I can leave at 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Now, I'm not going to have to because I'm going to the terminal, but I'm going to be able to get up early Friday and run that last 400 miles and be there in plenty of time. And the beauty of getting up early Friday is I'll be running through San Antonio and Austin early in the morning, so I don't have to worry about hitting traffic. Tomorrow I'll be running through Dallas. It might get busy, but I got a short day tomorrow, so I'm not worried if I get hung up, because even if I'm hung up for 2 hours, I'll still get to Waco by 2 or 3, and the parking will be easy. So sometimes you got to plan. You know, it's not always about getting the most miles in a day, because sometimes when you do that, you end up screwing yourself because you can't find a place to park, and then you keep in this perpetual cycle of having to run a long day, and you can't park at night, and then you can't leave early in the morning. So I'm nipping that in the bud tomorrow by running to Waco, shut down early, then I can get up super early, and I'll be back on that early morning driving schedule, which is what I really like. Real quick, I just want to give a shout out. Well, I'm really not in any position to give this person a shout out. I'm just a small 2,000 subscriber YouTuber. But what really motivated me to get into truck driving was one video that I watched from the Viking Trucker, and I subsequently watched a lot of his videos. I don't watch all of them, but I watch a lot. I've followed him. He's kind of controversial. A lot of people don't like him, especially the more seasoned drivers, but he's very motivational and motivated me really to make a change and get into this career of truck driving. And so far, I am very glad I did it. And I can't wait until the paychecks start rolling in and I get a little bit of experience under my belt. But if you haven't seen his channel, Viking Trucker, he motivated me and inspired me to take the journey into CDL big rig truck driving. Alright, that's about it for tonight. I'm going to bed very soon. I sleep very good in this truck. I'm very comfortable, and it feels like home to me. I really, like I said, it doesn't feel like I'm working. I mean, it's like I'm running my own show here. They told me where to pick it up, what time, and they told me where to drop it off, what time, and the 3 days in between, I'm just making my own decisions, and it feels wonderful. Just doing what I want, making wise decisions, but nobody over my shoulder telling me, you do this, you do that, you do this, do it this way. I'm able to use my own intelligence to plan my days out. So that feels really nice. If anyone has any questions, they're thinking about getting into trucking, I don't have all the answers, but certainly don't be afraid to ask, and if I don't know, I'll tell you. But for someone that just wants to get started, I'm happy to give you any little bit of advice and just kind of tell you the process I went through to make a decision on what, how, when, all that. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. One last look at dinner. Little poor man's beef and broccoli. Take it easy.